Hey, this is Tim, and I wanted to take a few minutes today and just talk to you about what I do as a full-time staff member of A.C.T. International. That would be Artist in Christian Testimony. When I began my work as a missionary, one of the first things I thought about was what kind of organization or what organization could actually help me bring integrity, financial integrity and accountability to this ministry. A.C.T. International not only provides that covering, but also helps me with receiving donations online through providing secure ways to be able to give donations. They provide an office of administration as well as a board that makes sure that what I do is ministry. They track those things. They ask for reports at different times. And the administrative department helps me with the donations, making sure that anyone that gives can receive receipts for their nonprofit donations. So that frees me up to do the work that I'm called to do, which is actually the mission part of it. If you look on the A.C.T. International website, you'll see that their goal is to evangelize, mobilize, and edify. And that's not much different from the personal ministry that I've chosen, the mission and vision of the work. So as a staff member of A.C.T. International, I have my own mission, which is teach, relate, and invest. That is to teach people the gospel, to not only the gospel really, but just everyday life things that I might have education on or experience in, as well as relating to the people by living among them and understanding their culture, their religion, their politics, and investing in their lives. And that would be naturally, of course, being there and spiritually.
Coffee. Manteca, which is vegetable shortening. Toilet paper. You get 4 rolls of this. A.C.T, which is cornmeal. Spaghetti, salt, sugar, rice, seasoning for soup. They're also getting sauces mix. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué no está?
Avena.
Oatmeal and ¿qué más? Solo avena, and the beans. And there'll be 4 pounds of beans in each one. It's a team getting ready to go out and deliver bags. In this town of Rosario, we've decided to help the motor taxis and those who drive the buses and help with public transportation. They lost their jobs first and they have no income. And so we've put together packages for them and then the widows in the area. So we've got 50 bags right now. As far as we know, that's all we need. There may be a few more widows they're not aware of. This town has over 3,000 people, so there may be somebody missed. But here in Rosario, the local people have decided to jump in and do this and offered to help in working with them and helping pay for it. But bottom line is they're going out themselves because they'll be having to deliver to houses, because in this town there is a restriction, nobody can leave their homes. So I've chosen to stay back because they're going to have to be more places and more contact, and it's really so ministries I'm working with are comfortable with the fact that I'm not with them doing these things, because I might have to isolate myself or be away from them for a while, because there is, and among the villages, they act like it's no big deal, but then they have fear and start talking. So trying to make this as easy as possible for me and for them.
I began as part-time missionary, just making a few visits to Honduras a year, but that quickly jumped to being there for months And now, really over the last few years, is no less than 8 months per year.
Looks like I made it to Chaguatillos. Just got to descend. I'm at 2 hours, so 2 hours and 10 minutes probably. It looks like I'll be there at 5 mile trip.
And so this is my 7th year doing work there. And as I progressed in missions, I also progressed with A.C.T. International to become a full-time missionary. It is difficult to ask people to sacrifice and to give. I know that my mind has changed about that because I realize more and more how important that ask is and how it's changing lives on the ground in Honduras, but as well as how that it is a necessity of the body of Christ to give. And we all go as Christians. So I go and stay. Some people go and visit missions and go back with an inspiration and a desire to do more. And then others don't really want to go physically, but they're able to go. So I'm asking you today, if you've not been able to give or had the opportunity to give to this ministry and you're able to, please reach out and just become part of what I'm doing in Honduras. Use your faith and financial power to affect things in the ministry, financially and through prayer support. I promise you, you'll change lives. And I know this because mine is the very first one that has been changed.
Well, I've had a few days off. It's Thursday morning, looking a little rough. That happens a lot here. It's it's short. Look at my jungle. I'm speaking in Spanish. Sorry. Look at my jungle. My plants are coming back. My elephant ears, they kind of got weak in the heat of the summer, but now we're in what they call winter here, and it's been raining every day, and they have just shot up like crazy. If you could have seen before, there was hardly any leaves, so it looks really nice. I have a begonia here that's just outdoing itself. Look at this. And these things are pretty big. The begonia itself. This is not my dog. Whenever he smells food in my house, I fried a couple of eggs. He comes from the neighbor's house thinking he can get a meal. I do not feed him unless there are really leftovers, which happens only when I have chicken bones, basically. I give him those, but he always shows up when he smells the food. Anyway, today's agenda is laid back. I'd like to go for a run. If I'm running from here to another village and back. What else? I taught 2 classes last week. By the way, this is June 15th. I only have like 4 weeks to go here. Maybe, the middle of June. July 13th is when I leave. So just a few more weeks here. Last week I taught 2 classes and participated in 2 other services. So 4 services last week, a special event service and a regular church service. And then last night I attended a youth service here. We had a little bit above 30. It's been an average of around 30, which is really amazing. But we've done a youth service here in Chaguatillos. That's why I'm here. And Thursday I will be speaking here. What else? That's where we're at right now. Oh well. Good morning. It's about 8:30 here. As you can see, it's still kind of a cloudy, overcast morning. That happens a lot here in the rainy season until about 10, and then the heat kicks in a lot when the sun comes out. It's just instant, crazy humidity and hot.